Hi everyone, today I saw Leetcode question called fruit into basket. So this question we have a very confusing problem description. So I simplified the purpose of this question here. So in the question we're finding the length of the longest subarray that contains smaller or equal to 2 unique nums. And let's check this example to understand this problem. So you see example 1 here, we have 3 nums, 1, 2, 3. Actually, we can pick all these numbers because even if we pick all these numbers, the unique element will be 2. One is 1 and one is 2. Okay, for example 2, we can only pick 3 numbers because if we pick these 3 numbers, the unique numbers will be 1 and 2. There's 2, right? If we pick these 0, the unique numbers will be 3, and we get the violation constraints. So we return this subarray, which has a length of 3. And for example 3, we can only pick these 4 numbers because these 4 numbers have 2 unique elements. One is 2, one is 3, right? If we additional pick this one, the unique numbers will be 3. So again, we get the violation constraints. So you see the length of these 4 numbers is 4 to return 4 as our longest subarray. Okay, now finish the explanation of these examples. Next thing to check how to solve this problem. So let's reuse the example 2, and I use a graph to drawing on the right side of the picture to help you understand. Okay, so let me draw the picture at here. Okay, so the first thing to write out the array, right? So array had 4 numbers, and for this kind of sliding window approach, as I mentioned in the previous video, I have to initialize a minimum length. Sorry, here it's maximum length and also the current length. So let's initialize the current length as 0 and also the maximum length at 0. And finally, in this question, we have to record the numbers of unique elements, right? We have visited. Let's write a variable called unique and also initialize 0. And once finished all that, the other thing we want to do is to build dictionary. So let's write dictionary here. The dictionary will record the numbers we have visited and the frequency. So let's say this is val, and this is the count. So the frequency it appears. And here we have only 3 unique nums. So right val is 0, 1, 2, right? Okay. Now finish initialization. Let's run the sliding window approach using this right pointer and left pointer both starting at beginning of array. So at the beginning of array, we have this number 0, right? So the count of this 0 to change to 1. And then we change the number unique element to 1. And also the maximum length, current length should be changed to 1. Okay. Now I want to check, okay, is unique greater than 2? Because if greater than 2, we have to move the left pointer in order to avoid the constraint violation, right? But here unique is 1, so it's smaller than 2. Then we only need to move the right pointer to the next position. Now we move the right pointer to this position. The next thing we want to do is to update dictionary, right? So I change this one to 1. And then update the unique from 1 to 2. Okay. And also the current length, maximum length, because we don't have the violation constraint, right? And after that, we want to keep moving the right pointer to the next position because the unique equal to 2 still did not violate the appropriate constraint. Okay, so now we move the right pointer to this position, and we update the dictionary at this 1. And here we found, okay, unique change to 2 to 3. This means we have already violated constraint in this step. So we don't want to update the current length and maximum length. Instead, we have to move this left pointer, right? So we are moving the left pointer to the next position. But before that, we have to deduct this 0, the left pointer's node in the dictionary. So change this one to 0, and then move the left pointer to the next position. Okay. So clean this off and write the new left pointer at this position. Okay, now finish that, the numbers of unique elements is decreased from 3 to 2, right? And so far we don't get the value violation, so we can keep moving the right pointer to the next position, moving the right pointer to here, and then update the dictionary. So see the dictionary here, we have update this one to 2, right? Okay. And here is the number of unique elements still 2, so don't need to change this. And we have to change the current length, maximum length, both are updated to 3. Oh, sorry, let's use in the yellow color. Okay. Now we find we have reached the end of the array for the right pointer, and we still do not violate this unique count constraint, right? So we have go through the entire search, and we had to return the maximum length. You see the maximum length here is 3. So we just return the 3 and get the result. Okay, I think the explanation on this problem using this graph drawing makes sense. Now let's dive into the coding part. Okay, so first let me write a general framework, and then we can write code using the coding commands. Okay, the first thing I mentioned before is to initialize the maximum length at 0, and the left pointer should start at 0. The numbers, unique numbers, should be 0, and also initialize the counter. So count each number's frequency appears when visiting the array, right? Okay, the next thing to run the right pointer all the way from the beginning to the end, and to add the numbers at right. So here we get fruit at the right position, and this one in dictionary. And after that, another thing we want to check if we do get the unique element for the new value, right? So if the numbers at right position has frequency equal to 1, this means it's a unique element. So we add unique by 1. Okay, once finish that, next step is check is there a constraint violation. So if unique greater than 2, that means okay, we have the constraint violation. We have to move the left pointer to avoid that violation, right? So if that's the case, the first thing to decrease the left pointer value. So we use this expression Python, and then we move the left pointer, right? But here's another thing. If we decrease this value, and okay, we find this frequency is 0, this means this element is removed from dictionary. So we have to set the unique uh, minus equal to 1. So we get less unique elements in our array we have visited. Okay, once finished that, we have to update window length. So if we don't get the value violation, this means we have break out of this while loop. We can update the current length, which is equal to right minus left and plus 1. And the maximum length, the maximum between the previous maximum length, right, and the current length. And finally, let's return the maximum length to see it works. Okay, you see the time capacity memory use this solution is quite efficient, right? And I think the coding part and easy to understand. If you find this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and see you next time.